Hello, and welcome to Preschool Storytime. I'm Miss Claire from the Chattanooga Public Library. Preschool Storytime is for children ages 3 to 5, but everyone is welcome. Grown-ups, we'd love it if you'd fill out the survey that's linked in the description box below. It helps us know how we're doing, how we can better serve you, and helps with our funding. Today, we are reading stories about friends, and I'm going to start with a flannel today, and it is called Four Friends Together, and it's from a book by Sue Heap. And let me tell you who the people are. This is Mary Claire, Rachel the rabbit, and Seymour the sheep. It's story time. Seymour the sheep is ready, and so is Rachel the rabbit. But Mary Claire is asleep, and she has the book. Yoo-hoo! Calls Florentina, the big flowery bear. Hello, my friends. Mary Claire is asleep in your chair, Florentina, Rachel says. And she has the book, says Seymour. Florentina tries to sit in Mary Claire's chair. What do you think? I'll try to be smaller, says Florentina. Rachel giggles. Florentina's going to try to be smaller. We'll just sit and wait until she wakes up. Well, what about the story? Mary Claire wakes up. Let's wake her up. And we'll put her in her own chair. What do you think? But we have to give her the book. There we go, we think. And we'll have to scoot Florentina into her big flowery chair. There we go. Well, will you read your story now? Asked Seymour. And Mary Claire says, of course, so she begins to read the story. Once upon a time, I can't see the pictures, said Seymour. I can't see. So they try to trade places, but it doesn't work. So they decide they'll all sit together. So let's see if we can squeeze them all in. Florentina has a big lap, so she's going to hold them all. It's a good place to snuggle for books, isn't it? So in goes, who's that? And in goes Mary Claire. And right in the middle is Rachel the rabbit. And Florentina is going to hold the book. Oops. I hope she's going to hold the book. All right, Miss Claire's going to hold the book. How's that? And Mary Claire begins to read. Once upon a time, there were four friends together. It is a very good story, and everyone can see the pictures, and they are all happy. That is four friends together. Goodness, that is a big flannel board, isn't it? Which chair did you like? Did you like Seymour the sheep's? It was striped like he was. Or Rachel Rabbit that has spots like she does. Or red like Mary Claire's. Or the big flowery one. Our next one, our book is The Best Place in the World by Peter Horacek. And it is published by Candlewick Press. What do you think the best place in the world is? We'll see if you agree. Hare and his friends, the rabbits, were sitting at the top of the hill. They were looking down at their meadow. The meadow was beautiful. Do you think this is the best place in the whole world? Hare asked his friends. Of course it is, said the rabbits. It's the place where we run and play together. But surely we can run and play anywhere, said Hare. The rabbits didn't hear him. They had already started running. What do you think? Hare asked his other friends. Is our meadow the best place in the world? Who are his friends? There's an owl and a bear. Is that a goose? And some birds? Definitely, said Bear. But why? Asked Hare. Because of the bees, said Bear. And where there are bees, there is honey. I love honey, and most of all, I love sharing it with you. But bees and honey are everywhere, said Hare. Hare saw the little birds. What do you think? He said. Is our meadow the best place in the world? Yes, said the little birds. But why? Asked Hare. It's surrounded by trees, said the little birds. We love singing to you from high up. But there are high trees everywhere, said Hare. And he went to ask Duck. This is definitely the best place in the world, said Duck. But why? Asked Hare. I like swimming in the stream, said Duck. But there are streams everywhere, said Hare. Still looking for the answer, Hare visited Owl. Do you think our meadow is the best place in the world? He asked her. Owl didn't answer. Instead, she said, You have asked us all this question. Why don't you explore the world and find out for yourself? The next morning, Hare left home and set off to look for the best place in the world. He soon found himself walking through the most wonderful fields and orchards. The rabbits would like running here. Maybe this is the best place in the world, said Hare. He saw gushing rivers and waterfalls. Duck would love swimming here. This could be the best place in the world. What do you think? Hare climbed the mountains. It is so peaceful here, and it is so high. I know the birds would love it, said Hare. Perhaps this is the best place in the world. Eventually, Hare reached the sea. The sun is like a pot of honey. Who do you think would like that? I know that Bear would love it here. This must be the best place in the world. After traveling all over the world, Hare came to the desert. He lay down and looked at the stars above. He thought about Owl and all the beautiful places he had seen. He felt lonely. Suddenly he knew the answer to his question. He jumped up and ran through the desert, over the hills, up the mountains, across the fields, through the woods, all the way home, because the best place in the world is where your friends are. What do you think? Isn't that true? There, look at all those beautiful flowers. And he's surrounded by his friends. And that's the best place in the world. Are you ready for a rhyming we will go? Let's see, if you remember, who did we have? A hare, or in this case, we're going to call it a bunny. And bunny rhymes with what? Honey. That was something the bear really liked, wasn't it? We have owl and towel. We have, here it shows bear and chair. And we have a goat and a boat. That's our next story. All right, I'm going to take my little animals off and we'll sing and put them back up with their matching pairs. We're going to sing, a rhyming we will go, a rhyming we will go, we'll catch ya and put it in a, and then we'll let him go. All right, we're going to start with our bunny. A rhyming we will go, a rhyming we will go, we'll catch a bunny and give him some honey, and then we'll let him go. A rhyming we will go, a rhyming we will go, we'll catch an owl and put him on a towel, and then we'll let him go. A rhyming we will go, a rhyming we will go, we'll catch a bear and put him on a chair, and then we'll let him go. A rhyming we will go, a rhyming we will go, we'll catch a goat and put him on a boat, and then we'll let him go. A rhyming we will go, a rhyming we will go, it's all pretending, in the end we always let them go. Yay, good job. Want to help me with our rhymes? We have bunny and honey, owl and towel, goat and boat, and bear and chair. We put the bear a little close to the honey, didn't we? Miss Claire maybe shouldn't have done that. Think that bear's going to sneak up there and get some honey? I don't know. Might. Our next story is called Charlie's Boat, which is why we had the goat and the boat. And this is by Kit Chase, and it is illustrated by G.P. Putnam Sons, and G.P. Putnam Sons, which is an imprint of Penguin Young Readers or Penguin Random House. See who do you think? We have a rabbit, and you can barely see. What do we have? A little elephant and another bird. It was a fine fishing day. I caught a fish, said Oliver. Me too, squealed Lulu. I caught a stick, said Charlie. Charlie caught a lot of sticks. I can't fish, he grumbled. All the fish are in the middle and the water's too deep for me. Charlie sat next to his pile of sticks. Sure caught a few, didn't he? Suddenly, he had an idea. Watch this, Charlie shouted to his friends. He made a little boat. Wow, let's all make boats, suggested Lulu. So they poked and fiddled and twisted and tied until their boats were just right. Oliver made a long flat boat. Lulu made a small little boat. Charlie made a big tall boat. What kind of a boat would you make? My boat's the biggest and fastest, said Charlie. There's only one way to find out, said Oliver. Let's have a race. Ready, set, go! Lulu's boat took off like a flash with Oliver's right behind. Charlie's boat was big, but it wasn't very fast. It got stuck on some rocks and tangled in some branches. When they got to the finish line, Lulu's boat came in first, Oliver's came in second, and Charlie's finished a very slow third, or a very slow last. Congratulations, muttered Charlie. He tried to be happy for his friends, but he didn't feel very happy. I guess I'm not good at fishing or making boats. That's it, cried Oliver. I've got a grand idea that will help you do both. Here, Charlie, said Oliver. Help me lash this stringy vine to these logs. I know what to do with this, Lulu chirped. When they were all finished, Lulu helped Oliver push his grand idea into the water. They sent Charlie to gather their fishing supplies. Do you know what they made? Ahoy! Shouted Charlie. Hop aboard, said Lulu. And Charlie caught the first fish. That is the end of Charlie's boat. What good friends to help him catch a fish. They made a boat for him. And now we are going to row our boat. All right. I'm going to move this over just a little bit so you can see me. Whoops. Okay. We're going to row our boat. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Remember, we're going to switch it up a little. We're going to go down a stream, and when we see a crocodile, we're going to scream. Then we're going to go down the Nile, and we're going to see a camel, and we're going to smile. Then we go down the river, and we see a polar bear, and shiver. Then we're going to go down the shore. We're going to see a lion, and we're going to roar. And our last one, we're going to go down the creek. We're going to see a little mouse, and don't forget to squeak. All right. Miss Claire needs to cut her hair. All right, we're going to go down the stream, and we're going to see a crocodile. Ready? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream. Ah! All right, we're going to go down the Nile. Row, row, row your boat gently down the Nile. If you see a camel there, don't forget to smile. Oh, I love seeing your smiles. Right, we're going to go down the river. Row, row, row your boat gently down the river. If you see a polar bear, don't forget to shiver. All right, ready to go to the shore? Row, row, row your boat gently down the shore. If you see a lion there, don't forget to roar, roar. Right, we're going to go down the creek. Row, row, row your boat gently down the creek. If you see a little mouse, don't forget to squeak, squeak. Can we do it one more time? We're going to go down the stream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream. Ah! Row, row, row your boat gently down the Nile. If you see a camel there, don't forget to smile. Okay, the river. Row, row, row your boat gently down the river. If you see a polar bear, don't forget to shiver. Right, the shore. Row, row, row your boat gently down the shore. If you see a lion there, don't forget to roar. Roar! Creek. Row, row, row your boat gently down the creek. If you see a little mouse, don't forget to squeak. Squeak! Oh, little mouse. Well, our last story is called Big and Little Are Best Friends, and it is by Michael Garland. Can you tell what big is? Big is an elephant, and little is a mouse, just like the one we just sang about. And this is published by Orchard Books, and it's an imprint of Scholastic. Big and little are best of friends. So the things that they like are at opposite ends. Big likes up, little likes down, little likes square, big likes round. Little plays loud, big plays mellow. Little likes blue, big likes yellow. Ooh, big takes naps while little stays awake. Big cooks spinach, little bakes cake. Big loves hot, little loves cold. Big is timid, little is bold. Little likes to swim, big likes to row. Big goes fast, little goes slow. Little looks stern, big acts silly. Big wears plain, little wears frilly. You think you could act silly, stern, silly? Little's books are scary. Big's books are sweet. He's got butterflies and flowers coming, little birds. Big likes to nibble. Little likes to eat. Because they are different as night and day, because they are different as day and night, these two best friends can sometimes fight. But they always make up, and it's always all right. They may be different, but don't think it strange. They are who they are, no need for a change. Best friends can be opposite, that's very true. It works for big and little, and for me and you. Do you think we're opposites? But that is Big and Little by Michael Garland. And thank you so much, all my wonderful friends, for joining me for Stories About Friends. I miss you all, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.